Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be back on my second account, my free-to-play account, talking about how I've been doing in the last 20 days, because I did a video at 30 days of free-to-play, and now we're back at it again with another video, and this is going to be day 50 of the free-to-play journey. That's going to go, and we shouldn't take any damage from that. Beautiful. Now, I'm playing a very popular deck in Ranked at the moment. It's a deck that I've been using on my main account, and it's a deck that I am lucky that it still kind of works at the lower levels. The big problem is I don't have any of the evolutions unlocked. So I do struggle a little bit against some of these decks because I don't have evolutions. But all things considered, I can kind of sneak away with just outplaying my opponents, which is super nice. We're going to Vines that. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have that unlock. Couldn't tell with the Skeleton King there, but that's all right. Not a big deal at all. It actually kind of worked out because I got tower damage anyways. This is one of the big things that you see down here as well. I mean, we're at 7,000 trophies at the moment. We'll see that obviously when I get out of this game. But a lot of the time, I am going up against people that are playing Mega Knight, which isn't too surprising, all things considered. But at the same time, I just kind of think it's a little funny because it's the mid-ladder menace type of deck, you know? Let's pull this back. Nice. And then I can do this. And that is going to be successfully defended against. Very nice. So now we got to just kind of reset. So that's a level 13 Mega Knight. A level 13 Wizard as well, by the way. This is not going to be the easiest thing in the world to defend. We're going to have to kind of skeleton barrel to the side to try to draw out the shield and not lose all the skeletons in the process. And then we're going to Ice Wizard right here. Ice Wizard connects. We'll be able to take care of the Inferno Dragon. Kind of a scary push coming in, just because it's splash damage and then super heavy on the health with the Inferno Dragon, obviously. But it worked out in the end, so it's okay. We can do this right here. We can go this with this way. I'm expecting a Mega Knight, probably. Usually that's how players like to play this type of scenario. It's going to be unfortunate. We're not going to get in time. I was really hoping that we would have gotten the, what's it called? Let's go this way right here with this up top. I was hoping we would get the Firecracker. Sorry, I'm blacking out because I'm trying to pay attention to the game. Okay, let's do this like this. And now I'm expecting Mega Knight probably on the Skeleton King. We can pop this early. Nice. That's fine. Unfortunate because obviously we want to get onto the tower, but not the end of the world. We can do this like this, and we might as well take this just to try to fully kill that. That's going to fully switch. Try not to take tower damage. That's fine. And then we can do this up top. That's not going to pull back, is it? No, it's not. Unfortunate. So we're going to have to go this other lane, try to get all the souls for it, and then we can start this in the back, I suppose. We can do this and this, actually. That's going to work out well. This is probably going to die because it's under-leveled. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We're going to take a couple of hits out of that. I don't think that kills my tower. No, it doesn't. Only problem is we have to go now because that log is going to do a ton of damage. Alrighty, and now I think we're good as long as... Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It's a calculated play, but I think we're going to be able to sneak this one out. Just barely. Just barely. Wait, there it is. Beautiful. I had to let the wizard go there. I mean, I could have probably defended and been okay, but it's very, very touchy. If you misplay at all at these lower levels, as you can see, my opponent had much higher level cards than I did. My card levels get quickly killed off. So it's very careful, very calculated. Everything you do, it's literally a tile off of a position and you can lose, which is kind of insane. But that's just kind of how things go. And as you can see, that is 50 days in a row on the free-to-play account. I am currently sitting at level 11, and I am pretty close to level 12, actually. I'm obviously level 33, so once I hit level 34, my King Tower goes up to level 12. This is the deck that I'm using, as you guys saw in that video, or in that game, sorry. And it is a little underleveled, like I said. I mean, the level 12 Skeleton King has really been helping, but unfortunately the rest of the cards are kind of slacking. A lot of level 10 cards in there, a couple level 11s, but when I'm going up against people that have level 13 cards, it's going to be very difficult to win those battles. If we come over to here, though, we do have a couple things I want to open in this video. Now, we are slowly making our way through the Pass Royale, and I've been claiming some stuff here and there, trying to get extra gold and whatnot, but I've been saving the chests. I've been saving the chests because I thought it'd be fun to open in this video, and then we're going to work on a new deck together. I want to show you guys what some of my card levels look like, and I want to show you what deck I'm going to work on after the update. Actually, this video is probably going to go live sometime next week, meaning the update will already be live, but balance changes are coming in, and the deck that I'm currently using is going to get nerfed, at least the Dark Goblin. The Evos on the Skeleton Army and the Skeleton Barrel are getting nerfed, but I don't use those Evos anyways, so I guess it doesn't really affect me too much. But what I do have is I have wild shards for the evolutions. So I can actually get a new evolution, which we might be doing today. Let's start claiming some chests though, shall we? Hopefully we can pull something cool here. I mean, it'd be nice to do, you know, a big chest unveiling, I suppose you could say. I wanted to do the whole battle pass at one time, but unfortunately, I did not have nearly enough time to max out the Pass Royale in the short time that I had with the new season. I mean, we're only, you know, 10 days into the new season. Just hit, obviously, 50 days total on the account, and I wanted to do a video when I hit 50 days. So, unfortunately, it didn't work out, but not the end of the world. Mortar sucks. That's a really bad pull. We're going to wait on the hero chests. I'm going to do those all in one video, I think. So we won't open any hero chests. Again, the luck today has just not been great, but that's all right. Hopefully we can pull something usable at the very least. Minions are never a bad pull, to be fair. Another 3-star, but only a 3-star it's going to look like. 12.8k gold. I mean, I'm appreciative of the gold. We're going to leave that in there for now. I'm appreciative of the gold because I do need gold, obviously. But unfortunately, I would also appreciate, you know, some shards for the evolutions, a couple legendary cards, anything like that. And these are all just going to be 1-star chests. This is really brutal, man. Not too great start, and another 1-star chest. The luck has been absolutely brutal recently, I will not lie. And another 2-star. On the 2-star, I can only get a 2-star. That's brilliant. And okay, a 3-star out of a 1. Not too, but 10 lightning. That's really not ideal. That is not ideal. And another 2-star. The luck on this account has never been worse, honestly. And that's all the chests that I have unlocked. So we're only at level 30. There's going to be more in the future. Unfortunately, that just was not it, chat. That was not it. So, like I said, this is the deck that I was working on. I am going to be switching decks, though. On my main account, I'm switching over to the Hog Archer Queen EQ deck. I was debating on using this deck going into the rest of the January season, but I don't have either evolution for the Cannon or the Royal Hogs unlocked. So instead, I'm actually thinking that I'm going to be doing the Royal Giant with the Fisherman and the Evolution Hunter because I have the Evolution Hunter for free. That came out Black Friday. If you didn't get it, I feel bad for you because, I mean, although it's not the greatest evolution in the world, it's a free evolution and it's worth getting. On the other hand, if I had the Royal Ghost evolution, I'd probably use that instead because it is the better of the two evolutions, but I don't. So, while we're talking about evolutions, why don't we take a peek at some of the evolutions that I have so far. I have 4 evolutions unlocked in the 50 days that I've had this account. Obviously, we're at 7,000 trophies, so I did get 2 evolutions for free, which are going to be the Archer evolution and the Barbarian evolution. Both of those come for free in the Trophy Road system. The other evolutions I have are obviously the Hunter that I got for free on Black Friday, and the Furnace that also was given out free for the New Year's. So the thing is that the Furnace just really isn't that good. There's not really a really good deck to be using with it right now, and I don't really have any of the higher levels to upgrade a deck at the moment for a Furnace. Like I said, I was thinking about doing the Royal Hogs. I was thinking about potentially, you know, trying to get the cannon up, but I don't have any shards for the cannon. I got kind of lucky and got the Ice Spirit, 2 shards for an Ice Spirit out of a 4-star chest. I got 2 giant snowball shards out of a 4-star chest. And then I also unlocked the evolution box that came with the New Year's event and got 2 for the Rune Giant. And the Royal Giant. And I was pretty hyped about that, all things considered, because I think the Royal Giant might be the move going forward. I also happened to get 2 for the Witch. I was debating on doing the Witch, but all things considered, I'm just not a huge fan of Evo Witch decks. They're really good. Evo Witch is very strong right now, but I don't really enjoy playing Evo Witch. So I wanted to do something that I thought I'd have fun playing. We also have 2 shards for the Inferno Dragon and 2 shards for the Musketeer. We're also going to get a couple shards for the Baby Dragon this month, which is pretty exciting. And then on the other hand, just in case anybody was interested, Heroes Collected. I just have the Mini P.E.K.K.A that I unlocked last season as my free hero. Have not unlocked any other heroes at the moment. Unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Now, let's talk about the deck. So, like I said, 50 days played. The highest level deck I have is obviously going to be this one. The other highest level cards I have are pretty much all champions because they start off at level 11, and then I have unlocked some more, gotten them to level 12. The rest of my cards, all things considered, are pretty low level if we go search by level. The Rune Giant, I've just been getting so many Rune Giant cards from chests that it's kind of depressing, if I'm going to be honest with you. But as you see, the rest of my cards, I do have quite a few level 11 cards, but just nothing consistent enough to use in one deck. So I've been trying to upgrade every card that I've gotten. As you can see, none of these cards can even be upgraded besides what the mortar that I think I just pulled enough to upgrade. There it is. So we will do that right now because, again, I'm trying to get up in tower levels. So I would really like to get my tower level up to 12 if I can. But unfortunately, all of these cards cannot be upgraded at the moment. So what we are going to do, though, is we are going to work on the new deck. I want to upgrade this with you guys and maybe even play a game with it. The only problem is, obviously, you can tell the levels are really low. The first thing we can do, though, is we can go over to the Royal Giant. We can use some wild cards to upgrade this. We're really lucky that the New Year's event gave you a couple wild cards, not a ton, but enough to allow me to upgrade some of these cards, which is really nice. So we got that to a level 11. We definitely need to get the Fireball up to level 11 as well. So we're going to use 81 wild cards on the Fireball, which will get this upgraded immediately. This is really important for this deck to have a high level of this. The Fisherman's another card that I really don't want to waste a wild card on, but having a level 9 Fisherman is just not going to do me any good. So we will get that to level 10, and we'll hopefully go for level 11 in the future. Now, obviously, if I could upgrade this, I would, but I only have one extra wild card, so I cannot. The Barbarian Barrel, on the other hand, I know I can upgrade because I have a little extra on the epic cards at the moment, which is really, really nice. So we'll get this to level 10. Not ideal, obviously. I think we can actually get that to a level 11, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have enough to get this to level 11? We do. And this is actually probably a really good one to get to a level 11. Now, I don't think I have enough to get even skeletons up, which I don't. So yeah, we're going to get this to a level 11. At least make it a little bit more viable going into the next battle we play. 600 XP as well is super, super beneficial. Again, we're really trying to get all that XP we can to get the level up to level 12. It's not going to happen in today's video, unfortunately, but something to definitely think about. And then because I got those 2 shards from the evolution box for the New Year's event, for the Royal Giant, we're going to use our extra shards. We have 5 extra shards, which is really, really, really nice. Obviously, I've gotten 2 from November season, 2 from the December season, and then I'll have 1 more incoming at the end of the January season. So I'm going to use these wild shards. We're going to use all 4 of them to upgrade the Royal Giant right now. I'm kind of excited because this is one of those decks that it has a lot of potential to just kind of be fun to play. I really enjoy using the Fisherman to mess around. I like the trapping aspect of the Hunter, and all things considered, it's a deck that I've never used before. I've gone up against it many times, and the Royal Giant Evo is just so strong right now. I'm hoping that this deck doesn't get nerfed too hard. There's a chance that it will, just because, like I said, it is a really good deck, but you never know. The only thing you can do is hope it doesn't and find out when it does. Let's play a game, though, shall we? Again, no surprise here. We're going up against a higher level player. Normally, if I was playing a higher level ranked match, I would never want to start with Royal Giant in the back. That's usually one of the worst things you can do. But because we're playing Trophy Road only at 7,000 trophies, I can kind of get away with playing some dumber moves, if you will. We're going to do Hunter in the back, try to help with this. We really need to take out the Witch primarily. Ooh, that snowball is going to hurt. Okay, so we're going to go right here, and hope that gets off, and it doesn't. So we're going to take 1 hit from the Mini P.E.K.K.A., which is an insane amount of damage. I really need to move that Spirit a little bit more over to the side to make sure that it hits. But unfortunately, because, number 1, it's just too low of a level for me to really risk putting it down earlier. It's just very difficult sometimes to play some of those cards. All right, let's do this right here. Again, it's going to be a learning curve to really get this deck understood to the highest level, but I can do this for sure. And hopefully my tower locks onto the Witch, and we can just kind of take this out without taking any more damage. The Witch is too far back, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it's going to take, what, 1 hit of damage from the Witch? That's really unfortunate. This is going to be a very difficult battle. How do I want to play against this? This is going to be interesting. We could go Royal Giant opposite lane and then Royal Ghost on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Or on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. On the Valkyrie and then Fisherman for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot. That's okay, that's okay. Okay. Good to pull. Bar barrel, pull, nice. We shouldn't take any damage from that. He might ability. Good ability, but we're going to kill the mini Little Prince quick enough to where it shouldn't matter too much. Right now, we're just really at a disadvantage with the levels, all things considered. It's going to be a very, very, very hard game to win, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. That's the nice thing about this is that no matter what you're up against, it's never impossible. We just kind of have to play this smart. And I mean, look at that. That's a level 11. We're going to have to shove this right in the face, I think. Okay, that works. And then we can do this right here. And then this up top. Ooh, that one skeleton's going to actually screw me. That one skeleton's going to do a lot of damage. More damage than I can afford, truth be told. Does that Little Prince get a hit? It does get a hit. That's not ideal. So all things considered, we're kind of in a sticky situation here because no matter where we go, we're kind of getting cooked. He's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. up, and I don't have Fisherman, so this is just going to obviously get eaten up, but there's not much I can do about that. So we're going to have to do this and this. We can pull with this. We have to put this literally down right here. That's going to take care of that. We're going to have to pull this. And I think we're going to lose to the other side regardless. Tough. Unfortunately, that's just how some games go. Still learning the deck. Obviously, I've never used this deck before, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out with certain interactions. And again, having the highest card being a level 11 card and multiple level 10 cards, very difficult to win just about any interaction you have. Obviously, that kid's deck was a lot higher than mine. So what are you going to do? I mean, he's got a level 13 Mini P.E.K.K.A., level 12 level 12 Valkyrie. It's going to always be difficult matchups when the cards are multiple levels higher than your cards. All things considered, it was definitely a winnable match. Just still got to learn how to use Royal Giant, and if you don't know how to use the deck, you're probably going to get punished for it. Well, that's one of the big things about being kind of the trophy range you're where I'm at, is I can get away with outplaying people with a deck that I know and use often, but when it comes to a new deck, it's going to be harder to outplay people when I don't know how to play the deck to begin with. So good learning experience, all things considered. And again, I mean, this account is completely free to play. But yeah, the big takeaway I've had in the last 20 days is how much progression has halted. I think I've only gone up around 1,000 trophies in the last 20 days. I think I was sitting around 5,000 to 6,000 trophies after the 30-day mark. So it's pretty easy to push, above 5,000 trophies. Cards were coming to me pretty normally. Obviously, with having, cards in here, it does help. You get some wild cards, you get to choose from some cards, you get some chests. That's super nice, but the unfortunate thing is after you get to, I'd say like 6,000 trophies, progression is halted quite a bit. I mean, you guys can tell, even with the Pass Royale, you're only getting so many cards from the Pass Royale on the free version. And again, I don't have the Diamond Pass. I'm not spending any money on this account. So it's very difficult to try to upgrade some of these cards and try to, win with cards that are just under leveled at the end of the day. I only have one hero. The heroes right now are in a terrible state. If you want heroes, you have to buy them. It's not good. But what are you going to do, man? That's just Clash Royale at the moment. It's terrible for free-to-play players. I feel very bad for all my free-to-play players out there. It's not in an ideal spot at all. Hopefully, it'll change in the future, but there's only so much we can do at the moment. And yeah, maybe Clash Royale will change things at some point. Doesn't look likely, but what are you going to do? If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop in the comment section down below. I will hopefully get to all of those. And if not, I'll see you guys maybe sometime in the live stream. Jump in, say hi. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.